Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We're waiting for a couple more folks to sign on, so please stand by and we'll get started here in a few minutes. Thanks for being here. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. We will get started in just a few more minutes. Stand by. Thank you so much. Good morning and welcome to week 2 of our Discovery Festival. My name is Will Tapia and I'm the Advancement Coordinator for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central New Mexico. I put this event on every single year, and normally outside of a pandemic. It's an incredible event, one-day event at the Albuquerque Convention Center where we get close to 3,000 students all descend on the convention center, 50 exhibitors from all different areas of STEAM, from Honeywell to the DoD robotics, all kinds of amazing stuff. Yeah, like I said, 50 exhibitors. It's an amazing hands-on experience, all about STEAM, of course, which is science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. And this event really is to show all our students and all our wonderful people here in New Mexico that you don't have to leave New Mexico to get a good education in STEAM and also to work in the fields of STEAM. And again, this event is pretty crucial and pretty important. And that's why early on we met up with a lot of our teachers and said, hey, is this something that you guys want? Is this something that would be useful for your students? And we got an overwhelming and resounding yes. So that's why this year, during this COVID-19 pandemic, we are putting on a virtual Discovery Festival. So since we can't be in person, we've migrated it all online with presentations and demonstrations all throughout the month of November by some fantastic community partners who are all doing this because they truly believe in the idea of STEAM in New Mexico. So speaking of these amazing presenters who, again, have just really done a lot for us during this crazy pandemic year, I want to just take a moment here as we get started to recognize a few of our sponsors. We have the wonderful Honeywell. Let's see here. If I can get this up. There we go. So first of which, the amazing Honeywell. They're our Da Vinci presenting sponsor. Without Honeywell, this event would absolutely not be possible. So thank you so much to all the wonderful people and our community partners and friends over at Honeywell. Thank you so much, Honeywell. To our Curie sponsor, Fidelity Investments, who presented yesterday. Fidelity is amazing every single year. They spoke yesterday on why save, and they're going to be talking tomorrow on the program about what is credit. So I think that's a very cool thing that a lot of our students might find interesting. You know, we hear a lot of our of the adults in our lives and maybe our parents talking about credit, and that's a phrase that, you know, I wasn't even sure about until very recently. So if you want to know what credit is in a very easy, understandable way, check out Fidelity's presentation tomorrow. Thank you so much, Fidelity. To our ride sponsors, this is Aztec Machine and Repair out in beautiful Bloomfield, New Mexico, and Air Force Research Laboratories. They will be presenting next week, which is very, very, very exciting. They're doing a really cool satellite demonstration, so stay tuned for that. And then to our wonderful Newton sponsors, the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, Micronet Solutions, Sandia National Laboratories, and Presbyterian. Thank you so much to all of our Newton sponsors. Just another quick little shout out here. Thank you, all of our sponsors. Okay, so just a couple of quick ground rules here as we get started. If at any point the live stream goes down for whatever reason, I don't think it will. We're not anticipating it will, but just in case, go right back to this this YouTube channel, BBBS CNM. This is Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central New Mexico's YouTube channel. So if anything crazy happens, if the stream goes down, if there's a power outage, I don't know, who knows, right? But if anything crazy happens, go right back to this YouTube channel and we will have the stream back up momentarily. Technology can be technology, as we all know right now. So just stand by for that just in case. Also, you'll see the awesome chat function. I believe we have some comments already coming in this morning. So please, drop a line inside the comments if you have any questions at all for our presenter this morning, anything that you want a clarification on, whatever it is. There's no wrong questions and no wrong answers. This is going to be great. And I'll be able to take those questions and ask them live on air. Tell us who you are, where you're watching from. Keep it lots of fun, keep it dynamic, because we are actually truly live for this presentation, so it's pretty exciting. Without further ado, I think that is pretty much everything that I have to mention. Again, I'll pop back on during the program and interrupt our presenter if we have any questions, so please use that chat function. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce our guest for this morning, Alexis from CNM Recruitment. She's going to talk a little bit about the dual credit program. Alexis, do I have you?
Hi, Will. Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. Alexis, we're so happy you're here. I think everybody, honestly, again, is just truly sick of hearing me talk. So I'm going to pass it over to you and just jump in as questions come up.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thanks,
Okay.
Will.
Thanks, Alexis.
All right, guys. Well, good morning, and thank you for joining us today. As Will said, I'll just kind of introduce myself. My name is Alexis Argumedo, and I'm a recruitment specialist here at CNM. I am going to be talking to you today about our dual credit program. It's a program specifically offered for high school students to start at CNM right away. It's an awesome opportunity. So I'm going to talk to you about getting started and a little bit more about the eligibility requirements. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. All right. So a little bit about myself, guys. Once again, my name is Alexis Argumedo, and I'm a recruitment specialist here. I was once a CNM student. I did not do the dual credit program. I wish I would have, but either way, I did go to CNM, and so now I'm happy to be back at CNM, helping students get enrolled and helping them throughout the process and things like that. And now I'm actually doing the dual credit program. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So let's talk a little bit about CNM. So CNM is the largest community college in New Mexico, serving over 22,000 students. We have 6 academic schools that you can pick various associate degrees and certificates within these schools. So we have our adult and general education, we have applied technologies, business and information technology, communication, humanities and social sciences, health, wellness, and public safety, math, science, and engineering. We also have 9 locations across Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. So some of the eligibility requirements for dual credit, and I just wanted to mention this too, guys. If you guys have questions that come up along the way, please feel free to put it in the chat, and will let me know those questions that come through. So, some of the eligibility requirements. So, to be eligible for dual credit, you do have to be enrolled as at least a enrolled half time as a high school sophomore, junior, or senior at a public, private, or charter high school. Homeschool students must have proof of homeschool enrollment. If you are a homeschool student, you do have to be at least 15 years old. Of course, you should not have received a high school diploma or a high school equivalency. To be eligible for dual credit, you do have to take college level courses numbered 1,000 or higher. You do have to meet course prerequisites by submitting your ACT or SAT scores or by taking our AccuPlacer assessment exam. Dual credit courses are not audited, and you do have to provide a valid state issued student ID number, also known as your STARS ID. So let's talk about some of the benefits of dual credit. So, of course, one of the huge benefits of dual credit is that it is a smoother transition from high school to college, right? So you're already getting exposed to the college level work while still being in high school. So once you graduate from high school, you kind of already know what to expect as far as college level work goes. You're already familiar with CNM, with college, even. So it's an awesome opportunity to get started now. And of course, being that you are getting started sooner, that means that there is less time to complete a college degree. Um, Another huge benefit is that it's free tuition. So the only thing that dual credit students are responsible for are the course fees and uniforms if required. If you attend a public school, the public school will cover the cost of your textbooks. Um, you also earn college credit and high school credit for the same class. So you're basically completing college courses and getting credit for that, as well as helping you meet your graduation requirements for high school. We also have an academic coach. She specializes in dual credit students, and she can basically help you manage your high school schedule, your college schedule, and also help you figure out what classes to choose so that way you're meeting all of your program requirements. There is free tutoring as well as access to free computer labs and libraries. So your steps to becoming a dual credit student. So basically you're just going to apply and get a CNM student ID number. That is your first step. Our application is free. It's online. And then basically you're going to get a CNM student ID number. And this CNM ID number you're going to use this for everything at CNM. It's basically how we identify your student account. After, you're going to submit a required agreement form. That's basically just a form that's signed by both the student and the parent. And we do have that form listed on our website for you to access. You'll then set up your MyCNM student account. Within this CNM student account, you'll have access to register for classes, you'll have access to your email, student resources, your courses will be right in this student account as well. You'll then complete the new student orientation. That is online, and it's basically just an overview about departments and things like that at CNM. You'll then take the AccuPlacer placement exam. To talk a little bit about this AccuPlacer exam, so this is not a pass or fail exam. It's basically just to test your academic level, so that way the academic coach can place you in classes that are according to your level. And so after you take that AccuPlacer exam, then you would meet with our dual credit academic coach. You'll register for your classes, which you would do in your MyCNM student account. You'll get a CNM student ID card. Right now, we are taking only appointments to get those on campus in person. You'll get your textbooks, and then, of course, normally you would locate your classes in person, but right now and for the spring semester, the majority of our classes will be online. Really, the only classes we are having in person right now are classes that need hands-on interaction. Okay, so the textbooks. So if you attend a regular APS high school or school of choice, basically you're going to pick up your textbooks near our CNM main campus. If you are a charter school or all other school district students, you're going to basically print a copy of your schedule from your MyCNM account. You'll bring your printed schedule and a textbook charge form. You would get this from your high school counselor, and then you'll bring it to a CNM bookstore to pick up required textbooks. If you are a private school or homeschool student, you are responsible for the cost of covering your textbooks. We do encourage students to do an Include Ed digital textbook option. So basically, this is a course textbook that is electronically delivered automatically within the course. So this can be very convenient, especially now since most of us are online. Dual credit students will see this charge on their student account. However, public and charter high school students do not pay for these charges. And again, just to talk a little bit about our academic coach. So we do encourage all of our students to meet with our dual credit academic coach, Kelly. Basically, she can help you as far as managing your schedule, discussing time management skills, offering study skills tips. She will also assist with course planning. So she'll look at basically, let's say you want to go for, I don't know, an engineering degree. Basically, she's going to help guide you in your program so that way you're meeting all of your program requirements and taking all of the appropriate classes that are necessary. So let's talk a little bit about the Disability Resource Center. So basically, if you have a documented disability, such as a mental disability, learning disability, physical disability, and you do need accommodations to be successful in your class, we can assist you with that through our Disability Resource Center. We have academic coaches in there that will help as far as making a list of accommodations that you might need to be successful in your class. And if you are interested in that, of course, you can check out our website, www.cnm.edu/drc. And we have also included their contact information below, drc@cnm.edu. And their phone number is 505-224-3259. Okay, so here is our contact information. If you do have any general questions or you need assistance with the application, you can email us at dualcredit@cnm.edu, or you can also give us a call at 505-224-3352. And let's say you are already enrolled into CNM and you wanted to speak with our academic coach, we have provided her contact information here as well. So I will leave this up for a moment and then we'll just wait for questions to come in.
Awesome. And we'll see if we can get that up in the chat as well.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any questions at the moment, but again, if as Alexis said, if you all have any questions, drop them in the chat. We'll answer them live on air. Okay, great. We did put the link there in the chat.
Okay, thanks, Will. And since I probably still have a little bit of time, and maybe as questions are coming up, I'll just go ahead and I'm gonna get out of this slide here, and I am just gonna go ahead and go to our website. I just really enjoy sharing that because I think it's very helpful. So basically, I'm just gonna go to cnm.edu, and I'm going to take us to the dual credit page. So right over when you hover over the register tab, you're going to see here under the admissions column, dual credit / high school students. So you'll see here our dual credit program webpage. I did want to point out here that we do have an information session coming up. It's going to basically be a very similar presentation to what I just showed you, but you are welcome to come as well. That is going to be November 19th at 5:30 to 6:30, and then here's your link to register to attend that event. So this is our main page. I wanted to point out this page here, steps to becoming a dual credit student. And so I always refer for people to come back to this page and basically follow their steps on this page. So you'll see step 1, apply and get a CNM student ID number. We do have video tutorials if you need help with the application, and then a direct link to our application. You'll see that agreement form that I was referring to that needs to be signed by both the student and the parent. Instructions on how to set up your MyCNM student account, completing your new student orientation. So this webpage is very helpful for people to refer back to, so that way they're making sure that they're completing all of the steps necessary. Do we have a question, Will?
Yeah, we have just a clarifier question. So just to be clear, this dual credit program is for high school students that they can start now and start working on college classes now. Is that right?
That is correct. This person does have to be at least a sophomore if they are going to a public, private, or charter high school.
Awesome. That's great because you get a jump start in your education and can graduate college and join the workforce that much quicker and that much sooner. I think that's super exciting.
Yes, definitely. And it's
And
free. So
yeah,
even better.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely save all that money. Everybody talks about student loans, especially this year. You know what I mean? You get to save on all that stuff. So um,
Yes.
we did have a question as well. Do students or should students study for the placement exam?
So you can, as far as preparing for the AccuPlacer exam, we do have study tools on our website. And I'll just go ahead and show that as well. Um, you can, if you would like, it's not required or it's not completely necessary if you don't want to, or let's say you do, we do have study tools. Let me see. So this is our assessment center on where you can schedule your exam and things like that. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Prepare for the AccuPlacer Next Generation exam. So it just kind of depends on whether you're taking our reading portion, our math portion, or our writing portion. You'll see that we have various study tools. But again, and I want just to reiterate this, that it is not a pass or fail exam. You can even take it again if you're not happy with your score or you're not at the score that you need to be at. Um, it's really just to test your academic level. You're not going to pass or fail, and it's not going to affect your acceptance into CNM as well.
And how quickly is that turnaround time? Out of curiosity. So, like, let's say a student takes that test and then right away, later that day, they're like, "That's not really where I want to be." Can they take it immediately, or is there kind of a waiting period between tests?
No, they can definitely take it once they get their score and they're not happy with the score, they can take it the following week or the following few days once you receive the score. I'm not 100% sure on exactly how long the AccuPlacer scores come in. I imagine it is fairly quickly, but once you do know that score, you can start scheduling your next placement exam.
This is a good question too that had come in. So do I need to take the SAT or ACT?
So basically you can do either option. If you want to take the SAT or SAT scores, and maybe you've talked to your college counselor about it in your high school, and that's the route that you want to take, then we are happy to use those scores. Um, but if you want to go to CNM and let's say you say, I don't want to do the ACT or SAT, I'll just take the AccuPlacer, then you can go that route. So it's really up to you. It's not necessary to take the ACT or SAT specifically for CNM because that's why we have the AccuPlacer option. So you can do that instead if you didn't want to do the SAT or SAT, or maybe you do want to do those tests for other colleges, that's fine too. Well, we'd be happy to take those scores. I did want to mention as well. Oh, sorry, Will. I don't know if we had a question or not.
No, we're good. I was just going to say that that we're not. I don't see any other questions popping up in the chat, but there's still time to ask your question for Alexis.
Yes. And I just want to show you guys as well. So right now, if you are needing assistance with the application, you can log on to our virtual room. Basically, it's through the platform WebEx, and it's basically just like a video call. You have the option to share your screen, and we can walk you through the application. So a live video chat with us. Basically, this link will take you directly to that. And we are on this Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. So this is a great resource for you to use if you need help with the application, you need to talk to someone to get started, or you have any general questions, we'd be happy to help you through this platform as well. And I'm not the only face in this room, so you may end up meeting with someone else with any of our other recruiters, but we're all here to help and we're all familiar with the dual credit program.
Awesome. I'm not seeing anything else come through on the chat. Yeah.
Okay, not a problem. Well, I appreciate everyone's time. I'll just go ahead and put this up here one more time and maybe the contact information while I close out here. I appreciate everyone's time and attention as far as listening to about the dual credit program. Again, please, if you do have any questions, please feel free to email us, call us. We are here through phone, email, the video chat. We are pretty much extending all of our platforms at this point to help you get started. There is time to start enrolling for the spring semester. I want to say off the top of my head, I think the spring semester starts January 11th. Don't quote me on that, but I'm like 95% sure that is the exact date. That is listed on our website. So you do have time. Now is actually a good time to start getting enrolled. It does take a few more steps for dual credit students to get enrolled. So you start the process now. You should be good to go by the spring semester. So you're not too late for the spring if you wanted to start getting that ball rolling now.
That's great. And we'll be sure to share your contact information as well inside the YouTube chat, so you all who are watching on YouTube can view it directly there. And just to back up what Alexis is saying, I wish I would have known about this when I was in high school, honestly. This would be a really cool thing to start up early, get a jump start on your education, and really just hit the ground running. It's so important right now to get an edge, especially as you enter the workforce. I think this is a really great way to do it. So.
Yes, definitely will. I encourage you, if you can and if you're able to, take this opportunity, because it's going to help you in the long run as far as finishing your college degree early and just getting into the workforce sooner. So thank you guys again for your time. I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen. We don't have anything else, Will.
I'm not seeing anything else in the chat, but yeah, and we did drop the email dualcredit@cnm.edu inside the chat as well. So if you have any questions you want to directly ask Alexis and her team, please feel free to reach out through email to them, or of course during the video chat, as she was saying. Otherwise, Alexis, thank you so much for being on this morning. We're so happy that CNM is such an incredible partner for this Discovery Festival.
Yes, thank you, Will, and we'll see you guys next week.
Great. All righty. Good to see you. Thanks so much.
Bye.
And for those of you who are sticking around, I did want to say that today at 1 p.m., so from 1 to 2 p.m., we're bringing on CNM to talk about their aviation maintenance program, which I think is going to be really, really cool. So stay tuned for that if you're around, and you can find that link and all that fun stuff there on our website, discoveryfestnm.org, which we are going to post inside that YouTube chat as well. So take a look at that. And otherwise, let's see here, pulling up my other screen. I just wanted to give a final shout out to all of our sponsors, Honeywell, Fidelity Investments, Aztec Machine Repair, Air Force Research Laboratories, and all those wonderful sponsors you see there at the bottom of your screen. So thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you to everyone who supported us in this virtual Discovery Festival. And finally, again, hopefully we'll see you back here at 1 p.m. to watch CNM's aviation maintenance program. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you then.